Oh, hi. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. One and all, each and every one of you. Welcome back to today's weather tonight. I'm, of course, Cloud Hudson, your comediologist, comedian slash meteorologist, here with today's top stories of all layers of all the vibrations that make up the physical universe. So, let's start with today is Friday, February 2nd, 2024, which means it's Groundhog Day. So let's go ahead and share with you my favorite prognosticator, our local one to the Western North Carolina mountains, Pisgah Penny. Pisgah Penny is a white tree squirrel. Yes, they exist, and they're a rare novelty here in the Brevard area, but they are real. I've seen them in real life, and one of them, Penny, makes annual predictions. And if you didn't know this already, 2024, yes, 6 more weeks of winter is the prediction from Pisgah Penny. Now, if you guys want to check out your groundhog, you can go to groundhogday.com/map. And there is this nice little map of all the different local groundhogs that make their decisions. Because the way this works is if the groundhog sees its shadow, if it's sunny out today on the February 2nd, that means that there will be 6 more weeks of winter. If it's overcast, that means we're finishing up winter now and it's time to get ready for spring. But we are looking at 6 more weeks of winter here in the mountains of North Carolina. Now, I think it's really cute to see all the little names. Like, so we got Sir Walter Raleigh, which is in Raleigh, North Carolina. And if you don't get the reference, that's because Raleigh is named after Sir Walter Raleigh. So this groundhog is named Sir Walter Raleigh because he's like Walter Raleigh, but Walter Raleigh. Very cute, very cute. And then we've got, of course, very many groundhogs over here in Pennsylvania, and that's because the German settlers were the ones who came up with the groundhog thing. It used to be a holiday called Candlemas, and people would put a candle outside and do kind of the same thing, like, can you see the shadow of the candle or not? I think it had to do more with the flame, but they switched to the groundhog when they came to the United States. So that is what we're looking at. So let's go ahead and look at what our temperatures are. What have our temperatures been in the past? This is analysis, then going into real weather. So now we are in forecast zone, expecting this to come down a little bit. I was hoping for snow this weekend, but I'm no longer have my hopes up. But this is a doozy of a little storm, a little streak of energy coming through. You see some gorgeous swirls forming out here. I just love to see that nice peak, like that wave action that I was talking about, like what happens when you get 2 different viscosities of a fluid, or of air, I should say. Really neat. And also barely hanging on to our polar air mass up here. It's really warming up. This is creeping up and up and up. This looks like a summertime map. But anyway, let's look at some satellite imagery instead of dwelling on the climate. Let's look at RGB water vapor. Yeah, okay. So this hot air coming in from the Pacific is really not holding a lot of moisture until we get overland and we cool off and condense. Then we've got some, this is, I mean, we never really made landfall with this big cyclone out here, but look at this one out here about to move up into the Greenland and Iceland region. that you can see, it literally looks like an eye, like this being the pupil and this being the beautiful iris swirling in. You can see the shape with how gorgeous this is. Okay. Swirling up that moist low to mid level and then getting transported around the circle in the upper levels up to the high, deep, thick clouds. Gorgeous, gorgeous weather. I mean, pretty maps, not like it's pretty temperatures everywhere. Let's go ahead and look at our, I want to look at the Iceland earthquakes. Let's see. Today we had a 5.2 kilometer, a 5.2 kilometer deep, 0 magnitude, 1.6. You know, this is the this is, let's see. I want to see. No. Okay. Well, it loaded before. Hold on. Let me refresh this. These orange lines are all the magma chambers underneath. So at least with this, I can finally show you where our magma chambers are. This is where we had an earthquake this morning. This is the magma chamber in Grindavik that we're looking at, and this is where the power plant is. This is kind of the intrusion area that we're looking at expecting activity out of. And in fact, the Icelandic Meteorological Office has said that they're expecting very little warning with this next earthquake. So we might not have a very long time to get our shit together. So everybody in Grindavik is probably going to need to, do that. Have everything ready to go, be ready, packed. They're back there packing as we speak. Because it looks like, I'm not going to go into the uplift data today because I do need to cut this show a little shorter so I can get some rest. But this looks like within the next 2 days to 2 weeks, we're going to see the next eruption in Iceland. So with that, let's go ahead and check out the rest of the volcanic activity in the rest of the world. We are at Merapi and Reventador having high volcanic ash emissions. Ibu explosive activity continues. Yeah, let's take a look at what the earthquake data is near there in Ibu, Indonesia. And we're going to do time range. Latest available to. Okay. All magnitudes and all depths. I want to see the plate boundaries and satellite. All right, we got another deep one in South America, another deep few in South America, right here on, this is right on the Bolivia border, Argentina. So, where's this technically saying? Yacuiba, Bolivia, 4.5 magnitude at 535 kilometers depth, and a 4.7 at about half that over here in the Atocha region of Bolivia. It's not surprising because we had a earthquake out here at about the same latitude, and 2 more shallow quakes over here in the one near let's see, They're calling that near Tonga, and this is in the Kermadec Island regions. Puerto Rico still popping off with some every few days, like 2, 3, 4 magnitude earthquakes. Something's happening around there. Then it looks like we've got, we're still seeing a lot out of Hawaii with Kilauea. Still haven't seen that blow yet. Okay. Out here, we had a 4.92. That's almost a 5 at 10 kilometers depth, followed by a 10-kilometer deep for 3.43. And we see the momentum going all through California. Not many recently. Oh, actually, just a few small tremors here in the Yellowstone region. Alaska is still pretty active, but not as active as it's been the past few days. Two right next to each other here on the Komandorsky Ostrova, Russia region. Something Ostrova, I'm guessing is eastern. 4.3 and 4.4 at 10 kilometers deep. 4.2 in the Kuril Islands at 330 deep. 2 splitting center of Taiwan here. 4.4 and a 4.7 at 25 and 18 kilometers deep, respectively, which is still pretty shallow, but not 10 kilometers shallow or 5 kilometers shallow. Here it says west of India. I don't know why they can't say in Burma, but or east southeast of India. But we had a 4.4 at exactly 100 kilometers down. And let's see. What else? Not a whole lot else. Yeah. Let's go to solar weather. Okay. So yesterday we left off with at 61. So here we are. We've had 6 coronal mass ejections today. Not looking too impressive, but not too shabby either. Yeah, nothing to write home about there. Let's take a look at our real-time solar activity. Yeah, still got elevated protons, and solar activity looks like that M1 yesterday was our biggest one in a minute. Let's take a look. I have a feeling we're going to see more as the last CME that's headed towards Earth makes it our way. So we did peak out yesterday right around the time of the show. Then we had another peak today at 240 UTC, and we're looking at 1150 UTC as well. We've had some upticks in the solar X-ray flux. So that's encouraging. Let's take a look at the WSA and Enlil, see what they've got going on. So now they're modeling this other launch that went out. It's gone out that way. Yeah. Maybe that was the original one from yesterday that they're expecting to go out that way. Now let's go ahead and talk about our planets. Planets today. All right, that moon in Scorpio is opposing Uranus and Taurus and trining Venus in Capricorn, which is also, or sextiling Venus in Capricorn, which is trying to Black Moon Lilith in Virgo. And I like that. I like Venus sextiling the moon in Scorpio, because neither of them are at home in Scorpio because they both do so well in Taurus. But it's almost like, hey, man, you'll get through it. It's okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to end this portion of the stream for tonight. Got a very short one again today. I got to get sleep. We are expecting a lot of the earlier in the week's solar activity to be hitting us this weekend. So get as much rest and food as you can. Ground yourself often. All right. Here's our card for today. It says, my happiness is my greatest gift to others. And that's what they look like on the back. Selfishly seek joy, because your joy is the greatest gift you can give anyone. Unless you are in your joy, you have nothing to give anyway. Ooh. Now, that's really saying something. That's really saying something. That's powerful. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for coming for my short little update today. Have a good night. Bye-bye.